Hey 7th graders, so in this video we're going to talk about the distribution property. So the distribution property is just a form of multiplication. That's all we're doing. When I distribute something, I am doing multiplication. So in this first example, it is 4 parentheses 5x minus 6. I want to take this 4 and I want to multiply it to 5x and then multiply it to 6. So we've learned a couple different methods, so in this video I'm going to show you kind of all three. So the first one I'm going to start with is repeated addition. So I'm going to repeat what's inside the parentheses 4 times. I want 4 groups of it. So I'm going to do 5x minus 6, 5x minus 6, 5x minus 6, and 5x minus 6. Now if you count, I just did that 4 times, right? So like that was 4 times because my number right there tells me to do it 4 times. Okay? Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to add up, because repeated addition, I'm going to add up all my terms. So negative 6 plus a negative 6 is negative 12, plus a negative 6 is negative 18, plus a negative 6 is negative 24. Then right here I'm just going to add up all mine. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20x, right? I have 20x. So my solution to that problem would have been 20x subtract 24. So that first one is just repeated addition. That is how I would solve that one using repeated addition. All right, in the second one, we are going to use the rainbow method. So I'm distributing this x to the 2x and to the 3. Now again, I don't care which way you learn it. You can just pick whichever one you like the most and just do it that way. All right, so I'm going to write it out. I have 2x times x plus 3 times x. So in this one, an x times an x equals x squared. And if you're still confused why it isn't 2x, let's look at 3. If I have 3 times 3, it would equal 9. It wouldn't equal 2 times 3, which would be 6. Those are not the same. It would equal 9. So we write it as x squared. So this first one, I would have 2x squared plus, and I just combine those two, 3x. Because I don't know what the value is for x, I just leave that variable in my equation. So on this one, I got 2x squared plus 3x. Okay, and in this last one, we are going to do a box method, because that's another way I taught my classes. So you write whatever is outside the parentheses, outside of our box, and then on top of our box, I write our things. 4n subtract n, and I always say I turn that into a plus, a negative. Always turn it into plus, a negative, so you don't get confused. Wherever there's a plus sign, we draw a straight line. Now I'm just multiplying. What is negative 3 times 4? Negative 12, and I copy both my variables. In this one, what's negative 9 times a negative 3? 2 negatives make a positive, so that is 27x. So when I were to rewrite that, I would just do my first number, I keep my plus sign because that's what I had up there, and then a 27x. And that would be my answer on that one. So those are 3 different ways to do the distributive property. I don't care which way you learn it, but you do have to know the distributive property. So that's just 3 different ways to do it. Again, repeated addition, I'll even label them to help you. This is repeated addition. This is the rainbow method. And this one down here is our box method. Okay.